What is up everyone, Max here, and welcome back to Filmit.io. Today we're doing a demo of our latest plugin, RoughCut, an AI-enabled RoughCut application for Premiere Pro and DaVinci Resolve. RoughCut works exactly the same inside of Premiere Pro and DaVinci, so you can follow either demo and it works totally fine. To install RoughCut, just make sure you have Filmit Studio installed on your desktop. You can download it from your dashboard online. Just click RoughCut inside of your My Tools section and click Install, or click here and click Install. You're good to go. Once RoughCut is installed, just go to Window, Extensions, RoughCut, down here in Premiere Pro. If you don't see it, all you have to do is just restart Premiere Pro and it will show up. And big note right before we begin, I know you're going to ask this question, does this require an API to use? It does not. So you can totally use RoughCut without an API, and you can totally use the free version of Claude or ChatGPT to do the work. It's pretty amazing. So if you already have a Claude account or a ChatGPT account, you could totally just use those because you already pay for them. Or if you want, you can totally use an API. We built both functionalities into this. Analyzing with AI is faster with an app, but the free way just takes a couple extra steps and it's very easy, but you don't have to pay for it. And that's why we made it this way for you guys. And there's a help file inside of RoughCut. Just click help, opens up this page. At the top, you can join our Discord to talk to me directly for help or contact us through our support line. Otherwise, you can just read through this and learn more about RoughCut. Great, this is RoughCut, the first thing you'll see. So we have two main tabs, the setup and the cuts tab. Today, for the first part, we want to worry about the setup. Now think of this application as your assistant editor. It's not going to fully edit your video for you, but it will provide the RoughCut, and that's the whole point. So what I've done in Premiere Pro is we have these interviews that we shot a few months ago, and these are great examples for this. A distiller interview at the Distillery of Modern Art in Georgia, the distiller tour, where he takes us on a tour around the facility, the owner interview, which is the owner of Distillery of Modern Art, and the owner tour, which he takes us a tour around the facility as well. And we want to cut this into a story and develop several outputs from this. Obviously, as the editor, you want to fine tune later, but you want to build the story very quickly inside of Premiere Pro so you can get to work and get overall the cutting out of the quotes, cutting out little things, and just building it first. You want to get started quickly so you can focus on the fine tuning. Within RoughCut, all you have to do is add from your project as your first step. Click add from your project and the list of sequences from your project will pop up. So we have all these prepped. They're already synced with audio. All that stuff has been done and we're ready to go with RoughCut. Owner tour, distiller tour, owner interview, and distiller interview. We're going to use all four of these as something to use inside of RoughCut to build our story. Add 4 as sources. From here, we're going to want to transcribe all of these. Now, you may see a little install box at the top here for transcribing. There is a open source thing called Whisper that is beautiful for this. Just install it. It works great. It just works locally on your computer. It's way better than any transcription from other companies. It's amazing. So just install it and use it. And once you're ready, just click transcribe all. As you can see, it's going through each one of these and transcribing them to a text file for us. This is the number one thing we want so we can actually analyze our story later. I'm going to speed the video up here so you can see what this looks like. Okay, now the audio has been transcribed. We're done with this part. There are some options here. This is priority option. So owner tour, we want to prioritize this footage. We can do that. Or owner interview, we must include this. It'll make sure it doesn't get skipped and it is included. And prioritize means it's used more. So we want to start the story. So tell the story. What is the story about? This story is about the Distillery of Modern Art. I spelled distillery wrong. That's okay. We interview the owner and master distiller, and they take us on a tour. This is a mini documentary. Cool. Now we want to choose our deliverables. We want to add a piece. We want to do a hero cut, an 8-minute documentary, standard pacing, warm tone. There's a couple of different options, tone, and we have all this here as well. You'll notice as we update RoughCut, the more options will appear, more fine tuning for the story as we gain more feedback from everybody using the tool. From here, you can actually give it more direction. You do not have to do this. This is optional, but feel free. And then we want to add one more piece. It's going to be a cut down mid-form piece, and you can totally change this. If you type in 15 minutes, the app knows this is a long form video. But we're going to do a 3-minute piece. Same thing. Tone, let's do punchy. Pacing, standard's fine. Documentary, let's do a brand film. And finally, we want to add some shorts for social media. So add a shorts batch. Let's just do 10 shorts and under 30 seconds, 9:16. We're good to go. From here, if you wanted to do it the free way, I will say it is good practice. The very free ways with free ChatGPT, the more you build from a a deliverables perspective, the more processing power it takes. So if you're going to do it the free way, I suggest starting it really easily. So for this particular cut, 8 minutes, let's just do export for ChatGPT. This will give you the file you need to take to ChatGPT to just drop it in. ChatGPT says, oh, you want this back from me. It makes you a JSON file. And then you click import cut plan. You can also do the export for Claude right here, which it'll open up this right here and you hit save. Distillery test for Claude. The test is the file name and so on and so forth. And you just drop this text file into a Claude chat and it's good to go. Same thing, the bigger the deliverable list, the more complex it is. So the free versions work better with less deliverables. That is the truth, but it still totally works. So save this. Yes, I want to replace it because I have done this before. From here, I could drop that into a Claude chat and Claude would say, hey, I'm going to make you a JSON file. And here's your file. Then you download that file and you hit import cut plan and insert it and you're good to go. You'll see what happens next. But today we want to analyze with AI. In our settings, we can actually input our keys right here. I want to use OpenAI, ChatGPT, GPT 4.1. It is a very affordable model to run this program. It costs about 20 cents per API call. Now, like I said, you can do it for free if you do not want to do it this way. Now through Filmit Studio, if you've already updated your keys online in your dashboard, Anthropic or OpenAI, this will already be synced, so you don't actually have to do this step. But you do need to choose your model in the settings panel. Now we want to analyze with AI and let it go. Right now, ChatGPT is reading 703 quotes from the entire video. There's a lot of quotes and designing 3 deliverables. This can take a minute or two. So we just wait this out and it is done. So now we're on the cut panel. Once it's done, it automatically puts you to the cut panel. If you imported your JSON file earlier from the free version, it'll take you here as well. So, and every time you bring in a new JSON, it brings in a new cut or a new short, whatever you're bringing in. So it keeps it organized and lets you go. Now, this is our hero cut. Our target was an 8-minute film and it built us a 12-minute and 2-second film plus 242. That's okay. It is a rough cut. This is the whole point, to add in a lot of content and cut it down later. But from time to time, it does hit the target really well. For the cut down is we wanted a target 3-minute film and it did a 2-minute and 13-second film. So it actually undershot it. Then our shorts tab, you can see these are all the shorts that it put together for us. Now, the idea of RoughCut is that it builds it for you, but you want to edit it. I want to be able to edit this story here and change it up and do it later. So these are all the quotes that it pulled. And let's say I want to add a new opener. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Distillery of Modern Art. It's glad to have you here today. That's what he said, apparently. It's 4 seconds long. We want to add a new cold open. So when we hit the add new line cold open, it gives us a bunch of different things it analyzed. Here's the owner tour, distiller tour, owner interview. Here is his hook, his intros. Now, if they've already been used, they will not let us use it again, but you could totally just click it and it pops it in there. See, it pulled it in one more time. We can also just delete it. Now add a new line, call to action. It's kind of straight up. I want to thank everybody who's been part of this journey so far. So this is very organized and allows you to pull in new quotes as you read through what it cut up for you. Second, let's go to here. Now we want to reorganize something. Let's pretend that I don't like where these quotes are. I want this quote to come before this one before I actually put it into Premiere. We just move this up and now it's before that quote. Let's move it down and move it here. As you can see, you can reorganize these things. Let's pretend that we want to move this entire section. Let's grab this section and move it down. Now let's move it back up. Very easy to organize inside of this. And this is the entire cut. This is what it would build for us inside of Premiere. Let's take a look at the cut down. It's 2 minutes, 13 seconds. Same thing. A lot of short opening quotes. That's totally fine. And then the shorts. What is the Distillery of Modern Art? All of our shorts. From here, we have the all quotes tab. Now this is every single quote that it pulled from the transcripts. It also tagged it for us. So if you go through here, you can see that there's hooks, intros, all that stuff. You can add it to a sequence if you want. It's already been built. If you like something when you're kind of navigating this and you're really happy, I really like all this. Now, before we build it in Premiere, one more step. What if you're working with a client and you want to share the work and show them everything? Very easy. What you can do is just scroll down to the bottom of the page and you do export to Excel. It opens up in Excel. Yes, we want to replace it. And here it is. This is the Excel of what you see here in Premiere. So this is our hero cut, 1151. It's very close to our target, which that's okay. It just calculates it a little different inside of Excel. And here's our hero cut, our cut down. You can read the quotes very easily, the different sections it developed for us, and then our shorts. So you could easily pass this to a client and show them, this is exactly what the shorts are. This is exactly what it says. Do you approve this? Can I make this video? And that's what we want, is good feedback. And also the all quotes. It goes through everything. So the client can literally read all the quotes from the interview and pick things they like. And it also ties directly back to your project, which is the important part here. So we built that in to help you guys out. Now we want to build it in Premiere. So what's really great, let's grab the hero cut and let's just build it. Click build in Premiere. As you can see, it's going through very quickly and adding it to our timeline. And this is the RoughCut. It's fully manageable, fully editable. It organizes it automatically inside of Premiere for you under a RoughCut folder, the hero cut, RoughCut, distillery, test, hero cut, and here's all the segments it pulled. So, and what's really great about this is it's totally manageable. So if you want to grab this and edit it yourself and just, extend the timeline, it's all there. Everything's there. Exactly what you would expect. So, and we can listen to it really quick. Is the opener. This is what it made for us. And from here, you would take the lead as the editor. This is the whole idea, is to do this for you and make it easy. Second, if you want to bring your quotes into here so you can actually start inserting stuff, that's pretty cool. What if I wanted to stick something right in the middle of this RoughCut? Well, we can actually browse through all of our stuff. Maybe I needed a hook and I wanted to, it's in the hero cut and this quote's already in there, but let's find something that's not already in here. There's a good bit of stuff. So we call it the distillery room or the distillery. Let's insert this. It just inserted it into our timeline. I'll do it one more time because it's very small. Let's insert this and there you go. It's been inserted into your timeline. It doesn't fill frame automatically because it's been an insert, but that's totally fine. So this is where you can browse your quotes and insert them into your timeline if you're looking for something specific. I think future updates from now would be a nice search functionality from here. You can just type in keywords and try to find quotes. Otherwise, look out for that update. Now I'm going to delete RoughCut and delete everything, and we're going to do the big build. So at the very bottom of the screen, build in Premiere. You can also build all in Premiere, 12 sequences. That'll be the hero cut, the cut down, and the shorts. And let's do it. Let Premiere do its thing. RoughCut's doing some magic for us. And as an editor, I've edited for 15, 20 years now. This is the most arduous stuff. We filmed this, and building these rough cuts is very boring. And having a tool like this really just speeds up the workflow and allows us to really focus on the craft, in my opinion. Building a story, just getting something out there to start listening to. And that's a big part of it. Getting past the assistant editor type work when you're working solo. Now, the RoughCut folder's been built. Let's drop down. We have our cut down right here, our hero cut, and all of our shorts. And they're all named based on what was decided on from the AI. It chose the name for us. You can totally just change those names. That's totally fine. Just click edit. And if you're really curious, just like editing the hero cut for the shorts, if you don't like the shorts, you can just edit them. Just click the edit button and you're good to go. You can just do the same thing, grab some quotes. And if you want to change the title of it, just change the title right here. And like I said, here's all our shorts. Here's our cut down. Let's see, take a little peek. And it's pretty good. It focused on the interview, the owner a lot. That's fine. And you can also just do different versions. So let's go back to setup, and I'm going to change my model, and let's use Anthropic. Let's use Claude Sonnet 5 to do this one more time. Let's analyze with AI and show you what that looks like. The AIs will build different stories. That is just the fact of what it is. But we also built it in a way that while this is running, if you look at the bottom here under the fade, this is analyze quotes only. So there is a way for it to analyze just your quotes, tag them for you, and not actually build a story. And you can actually build a fresh story inside of RoughCut. And I'll show you exactly what that looks like as well. And Claude is done. And you'll notice when you do a second run or import a different file, a different JSON, whatever, it builds a little file drop down here. Here's ChatGPT 4.1 cut, Claude Sonnet 5 cut. It lets you see the difference. Now we can totally switch this. As you can see, this is the cold opens. Hello and welcome to the Distillery of Modern Art. I'm going to give you a quick tour of our process, and it won't take long, but we'll show you what blah, 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 blah. So we switch this, we can see what there is a difference. It chose different things. So the idea here is that it gives you ideas, helps you build a cut fast, and you can start refining it using a real human touch to make these cuts really good. But this is the point of RoughCut. Now we can see this is the hero cut. It did a 7-minute and 56-second film, Claude Sonnet, which is nice. It's right on target for our 8-minute cut. Cut down 236 and 10 shorts. Welcome to the Distillery of Modern Art. Totally different. And what we can do is just build all of these. Why not? Let's build all 12 inside of Premiere. It's going to just add different cuts. It's going to give you way more shorts because there's just more now. It's building our cut down. I'm going to continue talking because it just shows you how fast this actually can go. And did I mention this works in DaVinci Resolve? Works totally fine as there as well. And there you have it. It's built. We now have 20 shorts and they're all different. And we have our second cut down. I don't know exactly which one this is. Maybe we do a little update for everybody to make a better naming convention up here so you know which project it's tied to. Claude Sonnet 5 cut. And we can go forward and see it. And there you have it. It's built our cuts for us. That's what we wanted. But that is RoughCut in a nutshell. Feel free to leave suggestions, feedback. We'd love to hear your thoughts on how this works. We want to improve it and make it better to make your editing life a little easier and so you can focus on color grading and story and pacing and movement. Because as you can see in these cuts, it doesn't put anything like that. And the whole intention is not to do that. The whole point is to build a pretty good 3-minute cut if that's what you need. And then you can start working on fine tuning and making it better. As always, if you need any help, just click the settings here. You can learn more about us, scroll down, join the Discord down here. Feel free to learn more. Try out JumpCut, which is a auto silencer for Premiere Pro that also switches your camera automatically. It's really nice. It ties very well to JumpCut. It ties very well to RoughCut, and you can use it if you're a part of RoughCut. You can use JumpCut. All of it's included. And to try RoughCut out, just head over to filmit.io, start a free trial today, download Filmit Studio, and install any of our tools. It's all included. Thanks, guys.